What? What do you want? Didn't you Astros fans get everything you already wanted today? Can't you just sit here and let me grieve? Can't you let me sit here and cry myself to sleep? As I hit the realization that the New York Yankees are once again not going to make it out of the American League because the freaking Houston Astros are in their way. You want to rant? Is that what you want? My clown? Am I here to amuse you? Am I here to make you laugh? Is that what you want? I guess if I put Yankee fan rant in the title of the video, I guess I should deliver. I'm not a clickbaiter. Not one of those idiots. Alright, fine. But make sure you like and subscribe. It's the only way I'm going to keep doing this from here on out. Alright, fine, roll the video. I should be used to this by now. I should be totally numb to the fact that the Astros beat us over and over and over again. I feel like Sideshow Bob stepping on a rake, and then stepping on another rake, and then stepping on another rake, just constantly. I should be numb to this pain. And yet today, I reached another level of pain and hurt. Today was the day that I realized that the Yankees, are not going to make it out of the American League. Because this team is so freaking good. Astros fans, I am so jealous of you. That you just own us like this. I mean, I know what it's like to own the Twins. I mean, Yankee fans have owned the Twins for 20 years now. But that's the Twins, whatever. They have an relevance in Kirby Puckett. You own the Yankees. Do you know how wonderful that is? This is the greatest franchise in the history of sports. I know you're probably sick of Yankees fans telling you that, but it is. This is the greatest franchise. 27 championships. All this history. And you own us right now. And this is a pretty good team right now. This is the best team in baseball. And you own us. And all we can do is say, man, Wires, it's stealing signs, That's all we got. Because we can't point to 2015, 2017, 2019. We can't point to we beat you in those series. Or even now, we didn't make it last year in 2021. We didn't make it in 2020. We can't point to beating you in the postseason. So all we're left is to say signs and garbage cans and wires. That's all we're left with. Because we can't freaking beat you. And then today was just the topper. Today was, in the final two games of the Yankees playing Houston here this regular season, today was the topper. First, we lose a heartbreaker in the ninth inning in game one, which I knew was going to happen. The second the Yankees tied the game, I knew they were going to lose it. And then tonight, we decided, all right, game one wasn't great. It was not the kind of game that we wanted to play from here on out. So, you know who we're going to get? You know who's going to be the guy that's going to lead us to a win against the Houston Astros? None other than Domingo Germán. And here's what I have to say to Domingo Germán.
Get the out!
You tell him, Ari, just get out. You are worthless, Domingo Germán. You are not only a terrible human being, you are not even a decent, not even an average, not even a below average pitcher. What is your ERA? 15? Just please, go home. I can't think of the last even decent start we got out of Domingo Germán. And today, 5 runs, and just gives up in the first inning. Alvarez and Bregman back-to-back. And then he gives up 2 more again to Alvarez and Bregman in the second inning. The double by Alvarez and the single by Bregman to make it 5-0. And already the game was over. You knew then the game was over. You knew the Yankees had no shot from then on out. And then thank you for Glaber for having the one bright moment in this game, that 2-run home run in the third. And then they hang on there. And then J.P. Sears gives up a 2-run home run, which really put the game away to McCormick to make it 7-2. And at this point, I'm just numb. I'm completely numb. To see this team, think about it. 6 games, this is the final game against Houston this year. Our toughest opponent in the American League, and probably the team that we're most going to have to look out for in the American League, even more than like Boston or something like that. We're 2-5. We are 2-5 against Houston. And the 2 wins that we got were, let's just say it, we were kind of lucky to get those wins. The Astros blew both of those games. It's not like we dominated. I think the only 2 times we led in those 2 wins was at the end. 2 walk-offs, and that was it. The 2 Judge walk-offs. The walk-off single, I think, in the first game, that was Aaron Hicks' 3-run home run. Then the second crazy game on the Sunday, that was a couple extra innings, and eventually we won in the Judge 3-run walk-off home run. That's it. The Astros, for 95% of this season series, has dominated us. They have owned us. They have destroyed us. Just like they always have! And now, once again, we have to deal with the just crushing realization that this team, I feel like, is not good enough to beat Houston in a 7-game series. Also, think about it. You want to add the toughest opponents that the Yankees are probably going to have to face in the American League, Houston and Boston, although maybe not Boston, but Boston's still our rival. We're 2-7 in those games on the road. Against Houston and Boston, we're 2-7. That is why the Yankees desperately need home field advantage. But even if they have home field advantage, do you really trust that they're going to beat Houston? Remember, we lost games 3 and 4 at home against Houston in 2019. So what makes you think, oh yeah, we're definitely going to beat Houston if we have home field advantage? There's nothing in here. They are just, for some reason, they have our number. For some weird freaking reason, they always beat us. They always destroy us. They dominate us in terms of pitching. They shut us down on pitching a lot. And their offense is able to get going for the most part. I mean, today, I'm talking in the, I recorded this on top of the 8th, whatever. But 3 hits? I mean, you look at Judge 0 for 3, Stanton 0 for 3. DJ was on fire and now let's not play him. You look up and down the line, nothing. Except for the 2-run Glaber home run. Everybody on this team, and remember, Houston did no hit us earlier this year. They own us. And I sit here and I'm trying to think what it is the Yankees can do that can beat the Astros. What can make us think? Because I feel like, I know we're 64 and 30, but I feel like we still need to improve because we have to beat Houston. We have to find a way to beat Houston. And the only way I feel we can beat Houston is if we actually trade for one of the players. If we go get Jose Altuve, if we get Bregman or Alvarez or anybody from Houston. Just to know some of their secrets, to know how we can, what is it that they know about us that we don't know and that we can't defeat against them? What is it? I want to know that. So I'm looking at this here, and that's the only, I don't think Juan Soto is going to be enough to beat. I guess Juan Soto was an Astros killer in 2019, but outside of that, I'm just looking at this. For something is strange, man, where they just beat us all the freaking time, and it annoys the hell out of me. And today was no exception. I mean, there isn't much to break down about this game because this game was over from the first inning. From the first inning, you knew the Yankees were not coming back. And then the second inning confirmed it. Domingo Germán should be DFA'd immediately. He and Chapman, who both played in this game, should both go play in traffic. They are worthless players and human beings. And the Yankees just need to figure out something here against Houston. Because, again, we're not going to see them again until October if we get them. And I do not feel confident at all that we're going to beat them. I do not feel in any way, shape, or form good that we are going to beat Houston. And that scares me. This is the best team we've had in God knows when. That we have a player in Judge trying to break the home run record. That we're on pace for 100, 105 wins, 110 wins. And to think that we are not going to be able to beat the Houston Astros scares me. It terrifies me. And it should terrify all you Yankee fans. For some weird reason, this team has our number. And I would love to know what it is that I don't know what it is they have on us. But as long as they have it, we are going to be watching the World Series at home. And the Astros are going to be playing on the Fall Classic again. Cashman, Boone, somebody figure this out. Well, here's my rant. Happy now? Good. One more thing before I go. I brought this up earlier today, but I'll say it again. If the Yankees were a movie, I would fear that right around now, the piano solo from Layla would start playing. And to anyone who's ever watched Goodfellas, you know what that means. I'm fearing that it is about to be all downhill from here on out. Later.